You're a radical.
Going out to Americans this month. Press Secretary Jen Psaki. The IRS and Bureau of the Fiscal Service are building on lessons learned from previous rounds to increase the number of households that will get
10 years to the day, this will get signed into law, that Fukushima. Now, didn't this whole nightmare, the stimulus nightmare, this incredible reeling debt, nobody gives a fuck about the debt. Of course, why would they care about the debt? They don't even give a fuck the Pacific Ocean fucking wiped out and died. Wasn't that started on the COVID? There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that COVID is a mutation from the Fukushima disaster. Oh, you must be crazy. Oh, the UN says, no one was freaking, it didn't even hurt anyone at Fukushima. Oh my God, the fucking UN. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's why the whole place is evacuated. That's why it's all fucking, oh my God. So, it's 10 years. What an irony. What a fucking fight. Pacific Ocean fucking down 95% all life. The fires across the Western Heights, all coincidence. Mainstream media, propaganda. Why? Why all the fucking media propaganda? This is important because net neutrality, I see Mark Lee from the senator from Massachusetts introduced a bill to put net neutrality back. No, nothing. The killing net neutrality hurt the world so hard because nobody got squashed harder than I did, Kevin Blanche. Nobody. The number one subject matter on Earth is the Fukushima disaster, is the collapsing Pacific Ocean. It's the biggest story on the fucking Earth. Nothing else matters. You used to Google it all. 19 to 20 on the sidebar was Kevin Blanche. Gone. So the same people are listening to my same rhetoric over and over. They've heard it a million times. Nobody new can come in because they can't find me. Because they did that. Why would they do so? I don't think people understand that the internet throttling, the internet kettling, how it works. It's anybody can pay. Who has more money than the Nuclear Energy Crimes? How do they have all of them? The UN. It's a bill called Price-Anderson. The United States Department of Energy, which is the Department of Nuclear Energy, fucking literally trillions of fucking dollars. Literally. They have all the fucking money. All the energy that is subsidized by the United States government, you take the other 12, times it by 100, you still don't get to nuclear energy. They have all the fucking money. So what have they done with the money? I will quote Bechtel when they were on the Hill on Hanford. You were paid to put triple tanks around the fucking containment. I mean, there's another $29 billion just went to them. Savannah River, $29 billion. I mean, go on and on and on and on. It's all lies. Just like the Mox Fuel fucking lie. It's all lies. That's all the industry is lies. Oh, well, we didn't do anything. Price-Anderson, the Immunity Act, they don't have to. There's no liability. They know that. What'd you do with the money? We hired PR firms to promote the industry and to attack anti-nuclear activists. So what they do, they pay. So you can pay not just to promote you over the top of someone else. You can, which I think is criminal. I think it's criminal because I was in critical condition. I think they'll, at some point, I may be dead and gone, but there's going to be litigation. What they did to Kevin Blanche. Well, they did to the world. When they block me, they block you. You label me, I'll fucking label you. Fucking unbelievable. So they could pay to squash you. It's called internet throttling. They did it. They fucking admit they did it. No one can find me. And like I said, you just go back 2 years ago, 3 years ago. About 3 years ago is when it happened in earnest, when they really fucking started attacking. They hired trolls and PR firms before, and I was sick. But when this got real, they're like, oh my God, this dude was right the whole fucking time. They just squashed me. Well, let me out. And then Darnford says it the best. You look at thousands of articles, they're all written the same language. It's all written by the same PR firm. I remember there's a great documentary about Mormonism, how the early days of the Mormon church was paying media to write some good articles to try to change the culture about Mormonism. They would pay in cash to the New York Times. I mean, to all these. It's been going on for decades. You can pay media. CNN will admit to you that you can buy MediaCon. You know, it costs millions. Newspapers can pay, but this is bigger than this. The Department of Energy, so they pay to put their art, and the PR machines are in UN. No one hurt. I mean, you should read this one in the New York Times. Oh my God, today they're in earnest, but you know. And then you say, oh, well, Trump was our fuck. Trump was fucking one of them. I mean, talk about a liar. Did he mention Fukushima one time? Remember, he was going to break away from the mainstream. But think about alternative media. They did the same thing to them. Why do you think Alex Jones backed off? Why do you think Dutch Sense backed off? Why do you think James Colbert backed off? They were all fucking talking Fukushima, and then they're all, it's a hoax. Pacific Ocean's great. Money, they got bought. It's real simple. They just go to them. Well, we're going to kill you, or we'll promote you. Simple. I mean, you go to my YouTube page, that first day, they're lying that video that I put up for my trailers 10 years ago. That video had 123,000 views in the first day. That was a lot in those days. You know, I think now it has 17,000. How is that possible? Every time I look at a video, view counts and likes go down more every time. I mean, old videos. If they don't promote you into the sidebar, so anything that says Fukushima, anything that says nuclear, anything that says Kevin Blanch, by the way, very real. Fukushima's just, you know, you can chalk it all up to coincidence. Go ahead. So I'll be protesting today with my grandsons. They turned 10 this month. Karma. That's all I got to say to everyone. Anybody's supported this historic work, but it's Kevin versus fucking Goliath, and that's no shit. It's unbelievable. My doctor says it best. He says, I like how they go after you and think you're afraid. You fought the biggest bully in the history of the world. Yeah, AML leukemia de novo. Toe to toe with it. And oh, did I fight it? He says, they think you're afraid of them. They should be afraid of that. That's what they should be afraid of. Cancer. They have no clue. I've learned one thing. People have no clue about fucking cancer, especially leukemia, AML. When they get it, they think, oh, well, we'll go through this thing. I'll just get bald-headed and be skinny. You know, I saw it on TV, billboard, and we'll thing. And when the doctor tells them there's really no options and they suck up and, you know, the life expectancy is 90 days. It's too late, and it's shell-shocked. You should see them. They're just like, I thought there was a pill. And then they die. A lot of media is going to fucking die soon of all this because of karma they've put on themselves. Really, you attack the fucking mighty blue lady, the mother of all life. The disrespect for the environment is beyond. It's way more than biblical. Oh, it's warwood. I says, no, that in the Bible says it would kill 1/3. Pacific Ocean's down 90%, over 90. Tide pools are down 99. Salmon in fucking most rivers are down 99. All acutely post Fukushima. So, 10 years. You think it's irony? They're going to sign the bill exactly. There's no doubt in my mind that COVID-19, and you know, you can go along, media can go along, pay to play. Nobody breaks ranks in the CIA. All it would take is one person to break ranks. Say, hey, I work for, you know, the powers there be, the CIA, the NSA. This is what we did to Kevin Blanch. That's all it would take. And then we would go, whoa. So thank you, everybody. Keep fighting. Don't give up. Don't give up. We're in very dark days right now as far as shadow banding, kettled. We're squashed down, but it's always the darkest right before the light. I hope. Stay tuned.